Hi, I'm Bruce Campbell. You might know me from the Evil Dead trilogy or from such classics as Mind Warp or Maniac Cop 2. Or maybe not. Horror movies. What is their appeal? Why do we shell out hard-earned cash to have our pants scared off us? And why do we keep going back for more? Tonight, the masters of horror are going to reveal how they freak out audiences, how they make us love to be terrified. But who are the masters? Those warped, twisted monkeys who've created some of the bloodiest, scariest, and most deranged images ever to terrorize the silver screen. John Carpenter, Wes Craven, George Romero, Tobe Hooper, Dario Argento, John Landis, Rick Baker, Guillermo Del Toro, and more. For years, their movies have given us nightmares, and tonight, we get a rare look inside the darkest minds of terror. They'll show us their most disturbing moments from their films, reveal all the tricks they use to horrify us, and even share the real-life nightmares that inspired the greatest horror movies ever. So lock your doors, shut your windows, and turn off the lights, because we're about to get schooled by the masters of horror.
Why do people like to be scared? Some people like hot peppers, you know. Some people like roller coaster rides.
I believe these horror films are a catharsis. You know, I mean, I think that, you know, I think we need to let off that energy.
I think for the same reason they enjoy laughing at the movies or crying, because these are feelings and they need to be expressed.
For a lot of us, it's an addiction. And you just get more and more refined and demanding.
Well, I kind of agree with Stephen King, who said that horror films are rehearsals for our own death.
People want that. I think it's a cathartic sort of thing that they seek that out in order to reaffirm their bravery and their courage.
And a horror movie is a chance to kind of allow that fear to come to the surface and sort of act it out. And when you walk out after you've sort of survived the horror movie, you kind of feel like, you know, I'm still here, you know, and I made it.
We empathize with that victim, you know, that's being chased by the guy in the hockey mask, the guy with the machete, the guy with the finger blades, the bloodsucker, whoever it is.
You do stories where the worst thing you can imagine is confronted by a character that you care about. And in that sense, I think they're messages of hope.
Horror is countercultural. It's about the fact that the world isn't as nice as we want to believe.
Scares, being scary, like getting people to jump, is not hard.
It's a loud sound and a quick motion, you know, and you jump.
It's not hard to horrify somebody. If you're gross enough, you'll horrify somebody. If you show a shredded child or a dead, mangled corpse or something oozing, you can be horrible.
It's that anticipation that's the thing that always kills you. The things that I've learned, I guess, is that what you imagine is always much worse than anything that they can show you.
I think the most difficult type of horror to do is something you can believe in your heart. Because it's so, how do you come up with those concepts? Jaws is the perfect horror movie because who can deny it?
Some people are afraid of heights. Some people are claustrophobic. Some people are terrified of rats. Whatever it is, everybody has different fears.
People used to ask me all the time, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Death? Loss of a loved one? Loss of identity? Disfigurement? I mean, there's lists of things that are our fears.
Well, one of the primal things about that horror is based on is the kind of the horror of the body itself. And one horror is that it's just so damn vulnerable. We only have this thin little skin keeping all of our insides and blood in, and it's so easily gotten at.
All of us are afraid of the same things. We're born afraid.
It's the reason there's religion. It's because we're all scared of the dark.